Welcome. Episode 66, Ill-Informed Podcast. I'm back. We're back.
How we doing?
Doing great.
I'm Jake.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm Kai. How was your guys' Christmas?
It was great.
Chris Malicious.
What were some of the things that you guys received? Maybe your favorite thing that you gave?
Ooh, that's a good one. Favorite thing you gave, too?
Because I know sometimes there's things that I would want that I give to people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just like, oh, that's dope. I'm going to get it for him. You know what I mean?
I got my sister. She's been doing fantasy F1 with her husband, and she won the league. And so I got her this fantasy F1 trophy.
Oh,
and
okay.
it has like her team name engraved on it and shit like that.
That's interesting. I wonder how fantasy F1 even works.
I don't really get it, but I know she does it.
I'm assuming it's based off of like placements, right?
I would assume based off placements or time, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe like do pit stops? Do you like get a pit stop as like your defense in fantasy equivalents?
That's true. You have to like pick up a pit stop.
Yeah.
Instead of fantasy, be fantasy football. Because they're both fantasy, aren't they?
What did I say?
Instead in fantasy equivalents.
Oh yeah. I would pick apparently Ferrari has insanely quick pit stops. Have you ever seen those videos of them doing it in like 0.2 seconds?
All I know is I'm picking. What's the dude's name off of Cars? His hella fast dude.
Francisco or whatever.
Yeah, hooks him up. What a baller.
What a baller.
I think we talked about that. Didn't you get on me for not picking him in Cars to be him in real life?
No, I said Finn McMissile.
Oh yeah. Finn McMissile. What did you get? What was your favorite gift you gave?
Favorite gift I gave was probably like this really cool like essential oil diffuser. It was like waterless. You'd like screw it in, and it like would diffuse directly from the essential oil like bottle.
And it can dragon style.
And it's like it's portable. You can take it and put it in your cup holder in your car.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's dope.
What about you?
I don't know. I definitely got the coolest gift, to be honest. But I got Tegan like a little toaster oven thing. It's pretty cool. I guess.
like that.
Yeah, mine was probably the best because we did like a few small things for each other, but there was like one big thing that we went in on for everybody, and mine was like a new TV 4K.
First players playing Cyberpunk in 4K now.
Yeah, it's crazy the difference between. I don't know what the resolution is on the other TV, but it wasn't 4K.
Definitely
No,
not. When did you get that TV?
What the one his TV?
Yeah. When?
Probably when I brought it over junior year.
When we did that Fortnite thing, I'm pretty sure that's when you left it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it's been there for a while. I only started using it.
Yeah, bro. Fucking taking it. I had to wipe that shit down.
It's dusty.
Oh my good God.
I only started using it when I moved in where we're living now because when it was the townhome in Draper, I used the one that's in the basement, that big ass one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know I got a TV, not for Christmas. My stepdad was just like, I don't want it here, and I don't know where to put it because I don't want to hang it up on the wall. But that's realistically the only place I could put it now.
The one that's down there right now.
Yeah.
Well, you can put it on your desk. I don't know why you're acting like you can't.
It's too big. I don't want to move my monitor because I don't.
Why do you want your monitor there?
Because I like playing games on a monitor because it's smaller. I don't like the big TVs.
It's quicker. It is. I'm not gonna lie. Because when I play Xbox on the big TV, compared to like the little monitor, for some reason I do better on the monitor.
I'm telling you, it's
a thing.
It's just less to comprehend because when it's bigger, when you're a big TV, you gotta
also
you gotta cover a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You do sit right in front of it, don't you?
Yeah, I sit right in front of it, and it'd be weird to put on a TV on a desk and then like scoot back. You know what I mean? Or is that not weird? Is that not as weird as I'm picturing?
Well, this one's on a table and we're back here.
Well, yeah,
You've had a lot of weird takes. I don't think that's that.
Okay.
Take. I could
Because
eggs are worse.
I could quote you a couple.
I had a breakfast burrito earlier today. Got no eggs, added potatoes into it.
Why are you gonna bring it up? Would you just get slandered some more?
I stand by it, bro. I know it's weird, but listen.
Infamous fucking no wipe and then jump in shower scandal.
That's a crazy one.
So I know I got a lot of hot takes and do a lot of weird shit.
I wash my ass in the shower, as does everybody, or as should everybody.
Yeah.
but I wiped before.
Okay. I want to again preface this. This is not an every time thing. This was like a 3-time thing. Okay. I don't like every time I shit. I'm like, yo, I gotta rinse off.
3 times too many.
Okay, listen.
Zach just doesn't like using toilet paper every time.
No, fuck
Rinses out.
toilet paper, low key. I actually hate toilet paper.
I don't hate toilet
I
paper.
got baby
I don't.
wipes on deck.
I like baby wipes. I do not like bidets. Bidets are too much for me.
Bidets are the best way to do it.
It's too much. It's too much.
Hear me out. A bidet and then 1 toilet paper wipe, and I'm set.
Yeah, bidet's the best way to do it.
I don't like
It's
it.
the easiest.
And I
I
know
don't want to
people-
walk around with a fucking wet ass afterwards.
You gotta wipe it.
So I
Yeah,
would
I'll
wipe
wipe
it with
one out.
toilet paper.
Yeah.
But
So
and the toilet paper's it's like the you know how Bounty toilet paper or like paper towels are like, oh look how good this. That's how.
Look at how absorbent our shit
That's how it
is.
would be.
Yeah.
For
That's
my
how
asshole.
toilet paper should do their ad. They're like, you know, you got a bidet. Don't forget
Yeah.
toilet paper, and it's like a close up of an asshole.
Yep.
And they're just wiping the.
Look
wetness
how
out of it.
absorbent it is from the asshole juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juice.
I've tried a bunch of them. I can't get behind them, bro.
Yeah.
You've tried a bunch of them.
Yeah.
How many have you tried exactly?
I'd say at least double digits I've tried. At different people's homes, there was one I tried in public.
You're using random bidets.
I break into people's houses. I go, "Do you have a bidet?"
No, like random bidet. Hear me out. If I had a bidet and I had friends coming over, I don't know how much I would. It's not like I would want them using it because it's not like it's like unsanitary or anything. But there's like a certain like
Your asshole juice is spraying now.
it's spraying everywhere that I'm gonna have to clean now.
Contamination of ass
Exactly.
juices. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot of ways the ass juice can escape the toilet bowl. You know.
Maybe it's their first time using the bidet though, and they like jump
Unless
up.
they're like this over it, and then they spray it like that.
I will say it does help with a lot of. I think a big help and like pro to like bidets. Who was it?
Addison.
Is that you?
That's good. That's good.
Anyways, I think a good pro to like bidets is like people that can't physically wipe their ass.
Yeah, I mean, don't get
That's
me
like-
wrong. They're good. I think.
I
mean,
would
obviously-
rather have personally, and no disrespect to any elders, if anyone that I need to take care of, if I need to wipe their ass, I'm getting them a bidet.
Good
Yeah.
investment.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
smart.
They'd be
That's
happy with it.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think. So, I don't know. I don't know if I had a sensitive asshole or what, but it's just the second any type of water touches my
So
butt.
you wouldn't like
I
a rim
just-
job then? You're not a rim job dude.
No.
Maybe no wait. You know what? I think sensitivity would work in his favor for a rim job.
Oh,
True.
maybe.
Because then it'd be like, and you'd be like spazzing. It's like, oh, it's so sensitive. Oh my god.
Zach's sensitive asshole. Name of the podcast.
No. We gotta stop.
We gotta stop.
We gotta stop.
You know what's our thing? What's gonna be our thing? You know.
I think we could do that though. Is it like Zach's sensitive behind or something?
No.
No, we got to figure out what our thing is, right? Because I was listening
What
to
do you mean our thing?
the Workaholics podcast. Their thing is talking about cum all the time. There's not an episode that they've done that they don't talk about cum. You know?
I mean, okay.
Ours used to be the
In-
Hitler thing for sure.
Oh yeah, it was Hitler
you-
at
it
the
was-
very
yeah.
beginning.
Even when we got to the point where we stopped doing it, we still kind of mentioned the bit of mentioning Hitler for at least like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
I feel like our Hitler. Oh well, this is another time live on the pod where I'm gonna remember you guys. But you remember the game?
Why are you?
It's
bringing
kind of
it
like
up?
that, where like we would be talking about it, and then someone would mention it. We were like, "Oh yeah, we haven't brought Hitler up," and then we'd be like, "Well, you just brought Hitler up by saying it."
Yeah. Well, thanks for fucking me over. I was like, I fucked myself over earlier.
It was on the pod like 2 weeks ago.
I know,
it
but
seems
like still, I don't want to just keep getting gamed on.
it's just there's cycles. When it's on top of everyone's head, everyone's reminding you. These things come in waves. We've been playing it for a long time. You're a veteran to the sport. How
Have you
it
guys been
rolls.
playing it longer than like this game? Like the one that you would like do it down there?
Huh?
Like the one that you hold it right here?
Oh, fuck
Oh.
off. Yes,
Oh, it's
yeah,
been
I
longer
definitely
than that,
haven't.
I
Way
It's been
longer?
Well,
yeah,
no. For me, yeah,
Mhm.
but I don't know if I don't know how long that thing's been going on. Like,
This?
I feel like
I
that
feel
one.
like that one could have started in the 50s, had like a really long time where no one did it, and then came back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. I feel like it's got 50s vibes.
As
mean,
far
that
as
was-
I know, the game has only been around since the internet. You know what I'm saying?
The
The game.
The game.
Oh. Yeah, I think I agree with that. How long do you think you have been doing it? I think we talked about this last time. I've been doing it from at least since sophomore year, I think.
The game or this one?
The game.
Yeah, I think the first time I heard of it was in middle school, and I didn't care to even figure out what it was.
Yeah.
So I technically lost. But no, I didn't, because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And I didn't find out what it was, so I was still winning until I searched it up.
So you found out on your own accord.
Yeah.
Someone told me.
Like how we told Kai.
Yeah.
We screwed you over. You could have gone. You could have won. You could have died, and you could have won the game.
Yeah. You were so close. You were on your way.
Yeah.
No kidding,
And
man.
we fucked you up, and I'm really sorry about that, man.
We didn't even have to go down that route or anything, but we chose it, I guess.
I mean, hey.
You
Yeah.
guys did.
Anything for footage, bro. Anything for footage.
Where's the clips? They were due last night.
Hey, I was gonna, but then you guys came over, and I was definitely not gonna do it after you guys came over.
Well,
I
they're
did last
due
one.
tomorrow night. That's when they're due.
I'll try to do one and just have it in my. I needed like.
Because we've been doing good, though.
Yeah, the past few have been getting like.
Especially on TikTok. And
Yeah, a
everything.
couple
And
hundred.
we might as well post a couple on TikTok before it may go down in shame.
That's true.
In shame.
Might go down in shame. Do you guys think it's
Well, I did
actually going
hear-
away?
I did hear that Trump was coming to the defense of TikTok, which makes sense because I think TikTok played a huge role in him getting elected.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know how much he can do about it.
Well, is that actually going to happen? Do we think it's actually happening? Because I know
Out of how many times they've said it,
That's what I'm saying.
This seems the most like, oh, it might happen this time.
I feel like they've said it like a
They have
million
said it a
times where
million
they're like,
times.
it's gonna be gone in a couple months, and a couple months turns into a couple more months, and then it turns into a couple more months. It just seems like it's never gonna actually
by
happen.
next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
but I feel like I kind of hope it does get deleted.
Dude, you know what I
'Cause
wish?
I feel like I'd spend less time. I know I'd probably just do like reels or shorts, but like at least I wouldn't have the.
It would be funner for me because everyone would be like, "Oh, let's go back to Instagram Reels."
You're a reels guy.
I don't really.
Dude, you know what I wish
I just
that
don't use
would
TikTok
come out of
right
this
now.
TikTok thing is like one dude like Ajit Pai with his net neutrality. So everybody was just shitting on.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, isn't it like just the Senate?
Yeah.
So
That net neutrality shit was so insane. How for like
it was fun though.
It was like 3 weeks where it was like target number one,
yeah.
and then after that, no one gave a shit because it really didn't change too much about what was going on.
I will say that time when Ajit Pai was doing all that was like the best time for like, I don't know. I remember watching it on YouTube and I was just having so fun.
That
much
was
fun
like the
on
prime of
YouTube.
reaction videos.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that?
I don't know.
I want to say it was like 2016.
2016, the GOAT year, bro. The GOAT year for everything. Think about something. The best year for it was 2016.
BO3.
Sax, eyebrows,
Overwatch.
big thread.
Overwatch came out. Overwatch Game of
Segway.
the Year. Segway.
Talk about it. Go ahead.
I got my eyebrows threaded today, and it hurt like fucking dick, dude. My girlfriend kidnapped me and was like, "We're going to get our eyebrows threaded." So we went.
I'm
And
trying to like look at him in the light.
I got hat hair, so don't judge my hair, but I got smooth. You want to touch them?
Threaded,
Do you want to touch
Threaded,
it?
They're super small. They're super
threaded
smooth.
like braided like.
No, like they get like
They're pulling.
yeah,
hairs.
it's like they get like this metal rope and they like tie it or something around the hairs or like get it in a position and they like pull your hairs out.
Why don't they just use a tweezer?
Because that takes too long.
It's just like speed running.
Yeah, it's
Getting your
speed
eyebrows
running
done.
tweezers.
With metal.
And I'll say this too. I'll give the lady this. She was fucking quick.
Oh, they look good, bro. They look
I
good.
sat down and she was like, "We're doing a cleanup," and I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." She's like, "All right, word." And within like 10 minutes, she was like, "All right, get out."
I probably
Not
need,
that mean. She was really
I
nice.
probably
but-
myself.
I'm
Need-
probably myself.
I'm probably myself, and I'm probably gonna go get one done pretty soon.
They hurt
'Cause-
though. Just like be aware. It's not
Okay.
like it's. I'm not like I wasn't like, but it hurts. It's not awesome.
You know what you need to do now? Go to a barber and get this like professionally like just like lined. Right
Yeah,
here.
the
You'd
professional
have a
mustache
legit
trim.
like face features. Oh my god.
Legit face features.
Like just like outlined and just bolded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd look insane.
The lady who did the lady who did my eyebrows. This was the thing I wanted to mention, but so we were finishing up, and she was like, "I'm just gonna do my last little pass," and I was like, "Word up, no worries, take your time." And she was like, "Just so you know, next time we do nose waxing if you want to do it." And I was like,
You said doo-doo.
Doo-doo, poo-poo.
"Poo-poo, pee-pee, caca."
Jake had something underneath his couch last night.
Oh yeah, that was so funny.
We were all hanging out at Jake's and Zach's where they reside.
Yep, our home.
And might have been a piece of brownie underneath Jake's couch.
No, it was.
I think it was just a piece of dirt.
I smelled it.
What was it? Brownie?
It smelled sweet, yeah. So it was something like that. Chocolate.
I don't remember what brownies did you eat that have like little like
Shit pellets.
That's yellow
There's
speckles in there.
Piece of brown. It's probably just crumbs underneath the shit.
You don't have to be embarrassed. We all
But,
people that have dogs get it, bro.
Bro,
paint
I've
the
had
picture.
shit on the floor. If it was shit, I wouldn't sit here and be like, "Oh, it was a brownie." There's been shit in the middle of the front room before. Thanks to Marceline, if you're listening.
Paint the
Bailey.
whole picture. Paint the whole picture of like us finding this shit.
Oh yeah, Jake's like, here, try this mint chocolate. Try it. It's really good. Probably is. Didn't get around to trying it. But he throws me one of them from like this like sat down position that he's in. And I go to grab it. It bounces off my hand. I miss it, of course, because I'm not
I ain't no wide receiver.
Devontae Adams. Anyways, it falls and bounces underneath the couch. So I like get down, put my flashlight underneath it, and lo and behold, right next to the chocolate, it's just like this little brownie pellet.
Little turd looking fuck.
Chocolate attracts chocolate. Maybe it is chocolate, because chocolate
that
likes to
real?
be next to other chocolate. Is that for real?
I can't lie. When you first said it was this poop, I was like really embarrassed for like, because I was like, I
was
don't.
worried that it was like mouse poo or something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I knew for sure it would have been Ember or Marceline.
Yeah. Well,
But I was like, damn, bro, poo. I don't know how long that shit's been there. Legitimately.
it wasn't poo though.
I know it was. I know it's not poo now, but that's what I. That's what.
Oh.
Don't
That's
take
the
offense,
thought
Jake. It's
process.
okay. Genuinely, it's okay.
Yeah, he smelt it. It was sweet. It wasn't poop. He licked it after.
I ate it.
He ate it. He smelt sweet and he ate it.
I will
Kill
say
Aaron
the
Jones. That's not him.
fact that Jake was like, it's not poop, and he was so certain about it, and I was like, what did you do, smell it? And he was like, yeah. It was just like, I wouldn't have cared either way. I would have just thrown it away. I don't care if it's shit
Yeah.
or not. I'm not smelling it. Why would you smell it?
Because under the couch is a bit more worrisome than if it was, here. Because then it's like, oh, it's relatively new.
Yeah.
So like, I got to make sure that this isn't poo.
What if it was just sweet smelling poop?
That's it.
That could be a thing, bro.
No,
Who knows?
not dogs, bro. There's no way their poo smells sweet. They always smell rank.
Picked. That's good for me. Really good.
Oh yeah. I guess now's no better time to talk
Oh
about
my
it than
God,
now.
idiot.
Fuck.
But championship in fantasy football. Think I'm gonna lose.
I wouldn't. Don't go as far as to say think you're gonna lose. Don't count yourself out yet. All right. 6
I'm
o'clock
not out
games haven't started yet. You're chilling.
I need Terry McLaurin to have a master class, and I need the Commanders defense to put on a fucking clinic.
Don't swear.
A freaking clinic.
Yeah, don't swear.
But I had a Cinderella of a year. My goal was to
Bro,
make
you
it to
got
the
a
playoffs.
44% chance to win. What are you
It's
talking
not
about?
real.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
still
He's
there's
not-
still a quarter and a half.
he's
of
not
the-
out of
Mike
it,
is
dude.
basically done. You have two people.
He has Justin
And
Jefferson.
he's up by less than. He's up by 9.
He has Aaron Jones
Or 10.
and Justin Jefferson in, and there's still like 10 minutes left in the third quarter.
They're not gonna do anything. They're up. They're not trying to score. They're
Yeah, but-
trying to keep them from scoring.
No, man. That's so much time, though.
Regardless, if you lose and then it's you should have let me win, and then I could have won against Nick again. That'd have been great for me.
My bye week was my bye week. I put on a clinic. The first round of playoffs against Jake, I did well, and now my team just. It's just the luck of the
all
draw,
have
I
hold on,
guess.
real quick. We all have our certain sayings. Yours is put on a clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Jake's is what we were talking about last night. What was it?
By proxy.
By proxy. What's mine? We need to have like something for me now.
Yeah, what?
I don't say a lot
When
of
someone
like,
heats it up.
What do you
When
say?
someone heats up. I meant to say when someone heats up, but I ended up saying.
What if someone eats?
I thought you were talking about like heating up leftovers. Or
No. I don't know. I mean,
I don't say a lot of
just
random
when
things.
next time you get excited when you see something, just say whatever comes to mind.
Yay.
Yay!
Well, if that's what we're doing, mine's mine would be an Outcast. A by proxy has nothing to do with any of
What's
it.
yours? Out? What do you mean outcast?
Yeah, what?
Outcast in the saying realm between us three.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. He's an outcast. Man, I don't want to fucking lose.
Well, you will if you keep thinking like that, you fucking low down bastard.
Listen,
God, look at me! I'm losing in the chip.
I am. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I have faith in
Listen,
Terry
bro.
McLaurin.
Regardless, you should be happy you made it, Mr. Last Place.
I am.
You know.
I am. I'm
11-3 and I made the playoffs.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm sad that I'm losing. I am sad I'm losing, but I just wish.
You have a 44% chance to win.
I don't think it's real. It's not a real 44% chance though.
Thinking like that, it's not. I'm telling you right now. You're handing the chip over as you're speaking.
Fine. Fuck it. I'm gonna win.
There you go.
Terry McLaurin is gonna
drop all your emotions and think you're gonna win. I'm not even joking.
Terry McLaurin's gonna drop like a 2-touchdown first quarter game, and then he's gonna get 100 yards.
It doesn't even have to be that.
Well, I'm thinking it's gonna be that now.
Really? Are you thinking that?
I'm thinking he's gonna get 1 touchdown and like 60 yards in the first quarter. I think he's gonna have a relatively quiet second quarter, and I think third quarter and fourth quarter he's gonna turn it up. I think he's gonna finish with 22.8.
Do you guys hear a doorbell?
That was my phone ringing.
Oh.
Had to hurry, quick silence.
Very quick silence. I didn't even hear that.
That's how quick I am with it. Anyways, what else we got here? Shane Gillis thing.
Yeah, Shane Gillis.
Sure thing.
Segue.
Shane Gillis is a comedian. He does stand-up comedy.
Do you like
he has
him?
A show, Tires.
Speaking of Gillis,
No, one of my coworkers was telling me about like something he said, and I thought it was interesting to bring up. I think it was on a podcast. He was talking about people in their childhoods, and he says people who have shitty childhoods are great, happy, grateful adults, and people that had good childhoods fucking hate their life when they're an adult. And I just want to see what you guys think about that, and I can say what I think after.
I think there's a higher probability of, I don't know how much I agree with that, because there's a higher probability of you being happy as a child and staying happy, I think,
Yeah.
than having a shitty childhood and being like resentful or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of I feel like there's a higher chance of you living on to be resentful and just being a shitty person after that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I agree with that.
I think I agree to it in the extent of like, if they do make it, like let's say you take 2 people and like one had a good childhood, one had a not so good childhood, and they're now both like 30 years old. I think the person who had the not so good childhood would probably be happier because, like you said, he'll probably be more grateful for what's going around him.
They had a lot more. They've been through more life experiences to be more grateful.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
But like overall, like in happiness and joy, maybe not.
But then I can, to play devil's advocate on my end and my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
I could say if someone were to grow up happy, then they might be more inclined to fall off of their happiness because they haven't been through what person B has been through with all their shit that they've been through in their shitty childhood, so they don't have as many things to be like, oh, I can not be so down low or something. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
I think also this is I don't know if this might be just a Utah thing or if it's more just like an everywhere thing, but I feel like people who don't like who they've had a relatively easy life, and I'm not saying like everyone's life that they're rich is good. I'm just saying most people who are well off and have a good childhood, they tend to create problems for themselves to relate to people who have problems. But it just comes off as super disingenuous. You know what I mean? Like people creating problems just to create problems to say that they've been through things
that aren't as significant as the other person.
Yeah, and like I'm not
that.
trying to be like, oh, like what I've gone through is more important than what you've gone through. Obviously, it's different for everybody. I don't really care. But like I said, there's definitely some things where I've experienced it where it just makes no sense how something this little is affecting someone so much. And it's mainly because they are choosing to let it affect them. Like, there's an easy solution, and they still talk, and then they still don't take the advice. That shit pisses me off.
Well, my take on it is I fully agree, honestly.
Yeah.
because assuming you have a bad childhood and you end up coming out of it, you get to like let's just say there's a level playing field, I guess. You know, you get to your 20s, mid-20s or something.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be self-sufficient regardless. Because we're leaving finances out of it. Good childhood versus bad childhood. Stable household, you know, whatever you consider a good childhood. And then you got to get to your 20s and you got to be self-sufficient. The people that had a good childhood, when they have to deal with all the stress and everything, they're like, fuck this, I want to be a kid again.
Mm-hmm.
The kid that had to deal with a whole bunch of stressful shit, whether it had to do with their parents or, you know, whatever, like they lived in a bad area or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They can become an adult, they're on their own, they're in a nicer area, and yeah, there's still the stress of having to afford it, but they're not in that bad area anymore because they can choose where they live or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're also more grateful just because they're like, oh, you know, had a shitty childhood, here I am, not dealing with the shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I can see that. All I'm saying is I think it's harder to get out of a shitty
Yeah, it's
place of
definitely
where
harder,
you're at.
and I think...
And I don't know how many more people would be able to do that over, like, people that have already just been raised,
Yeah.
like, happy or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's definitely harder, but I think that's why the people that do make it out are better or happier generally than the people that just had a good childhood and, you know, doing the thing.
I also think it depends on how good a childhood. Like, if you have a good childhood, but, like, it's nothing too, like, crazy, I think then it doesn't really matter. But I feel like there's people who are, like, uber well childhoods, like, spoiled kids, like, anything they wanted, like, you know, dream childhood type shit. I feel like those are the people who are very unsatisfied with their lives.
They, like, want to kill themselves for no reason.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I will say I think I view, like, certain situations like, oh, I've been through this, so this isn't as bad as, or it's not as hard as what this was, so I don't really, like, at least I can be like, it's kind of like a pain, as you build up a pain tolerance, but it's like emotionally kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get
emotional
you get
pain
used to kind
tolerance.
of
Yeah.
operating at a certain level of stress.
Yeah.
you know?
So it's
so
like-
much stress that the stress of making rent is nothing compared to the
Right.
person that didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
It's just mainly, I think, honestly, like, I thought it was a good take, but when you boil it down, it's more of a perspective sort of thing than, you know, bad childhood versus good childhood.
yeah, it really
You
is.
have a bad childhood, it kind of forces your perspective because it was so bad that it was like, well, this is pretty good, all
Yeah,
things
yeah.
considered, you know. Because, you know, everybody talks about, like, being stressed or whatever, and they're like, it's all perspective. It's a lot easier to deal with your perspective if you're just forced into a better perspective.
Yeah, the thing that's weird too is, I mean, everyone's afraid of change unless it's like a forced change, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, I have to be okay with it. It's like,
Yeah.
Not necessarily, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good take too. I think I'd say like 80% agree with it though, out of 100%.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 100% either, because there's definitely, it's not that cut and dry, and I don't know, I didn't listen to the whole conversation that they were having, but I don't think he was, you know, putting that out there definitive. There's no, you know, other.
There's no leeway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that there was.
because don't
some
get me
sort of
wrong.
a
I mean, there's
discussion.
serial killers with awesome parents, and there's
Well, that would be aligned with what he was saying.
well, I know, but then there's like shitty people from shitty parents too.
Yeah.
And there's great people from great parents. So
You can make the
It's
same
just-
argument with, like, the more rich your family is. I don't know, maybe this is just my mindset, but the more rich you're, like, and this, like I said, totally my, like, where I think sometimes this comes from. This probably isn't a thing, but, like, the richer your family is and, like, the more money your family has, the shittier your, like, parents are, like, with you, like, I guess.
You mean like spend less time or
Not
what?
spend less time, but, like, emotionally they just don't know, not necessarily how to be a parent, but their mind's elsewhere, or I don't know if they're, like, more, you get what I'm
you
saying?
don't get their full 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that 100%.
Unless they're real estate agents. 'Cause You
Yeah.
can get really rich and not work that
Right.
much.
But if you have a busy job,
Mhm.
you could say that same claim with, like, okay, if your parents have, like, really important busy jobs, they're not going to be there for you emotionally, but you're going to have everything you need whenever you need it.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I think that would kind of fall in between, but like leaning bad childhood. If you have bad parents but you're rich, It's a bad childhood. Your parents
Yeah.
play a huge role in your childhood.
Yeah.
More so than money, even. Like, if you think about it as a kid, you don't know shit about money. You just want toys.
Mhm.
But if you don't get them, you get over it the next day.
Yeah, like
know
you
what I'm
don't
saying?
really care that. Like you care to an extent of like in the moment, this is the most important thing to me. In 5 minutes, there'll be something next that's most important to me.
And then you get into middle school, and then everybody's bragging about how rich their parents are, and then that's kind of annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And it's always funny to me. That's one thing that's always funny to me. Even now, we got 20-year-olds living at home saying that they're rich. It's like, you're not.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a full-grown adult. Your parents are rich now. You can't say that you're rich.
Please just score right here.
I think the
Thank
point
God.
when you have to officially stop, and I would argue even before then, calling yourself rich based on how much your parents make, if you're getting none, like you're not getting a, I don't know, like a
An
shoe in
allowance.
at a job from
Yeah,
it or
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
You have to stop saying that I'm rich if it's your parents after high school graduation, because it's not you. I mean, it never has
yeah.
been.
As soon as you turn 18, that's the cutoff because
Yeah.
you're no longer tied.
It's like your parents are rich.
Yeah, and
Not
they
you.
choose to give it to you,
Yeah.
not you. I don't know. I think
you know your parents are great for that. Well, good on
Yeah.
them for having you, have all this money. But
I
Oh,
think
you're
can we
not
can we
rich.
talk
think-
about that too? Like, I know a couple people that, like, they're like, oh, if I don't follow what my mom does or what my family does, I'm not part of their, like, not necessarily like will or anything, but it's like. But then again, their will, like, how much really are you? I don't know. I don't know the situation, but
yeah.
like, it's been a couple of times this has happened. But it's like, how much? Because it's not to say like I'm dogging on you, but like, how much really do you have? Does your, like, I don't know what your life, but you're gonna inherit or whatever.
Yeah.
But is it really that much for you to like be already like you can't even be your own person at this
Yeah, you
point?
have,
Like
like,
you're still
complete-
living with them. You're like, you have to be home at a certain time. Like.
You got to change the trajectory of your life to get that whatever that is.
To appeal to them and make them happy.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'd never do that.
I mean, it doesn't make sense because like most of like wills and everything like that, it's supposed to be to where you divvy up your assets to take care of the people that you
Yeah.
want the most take care of. So it's kind of wild when people like hold the fucking will over someone's head and they're like, you better
Exactly.
listen to me. It's like
Or
you
you're
should
out of
just
the
be-
will.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you
it's
should
like-
be doing that because you care for them.
If anything,
But,
I'd be
okay.
like, you don't. I'm not. Why would you? No, I would not ride with that shit. I'd already be like, no, take me out. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have my life to live and have a good relationship with you maybe in the future,
Yeah.
rather than you fucking doing whatever you want with my life.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
wild.
manipulative, and it's very much a thing that I think parents do, and they're like, "Oh, this is helping you because I'm gonna help you in the future. This is for your future. This is so you get.
I'm
good
teaching you how to be
career."
responsible.
Exactly,
It's
but
like,
it's
bro,
like
you're
dude,
taking away
just-
my life.
Yeah, it's like you're just living your life through them. Like,
Exactly.
you gotta let them come to these decisions on their own.
And
Yeah.
sometimes they want them to do like certain things that they didn't do, or like, yeah, that makes
Exactly.
total sense. Like, oh, I didn't go to college, or I didn't do this, so you're going to college, you're doing that.
Yeah, it's like,
no.
stop,
Yeah,
stop,
No.
just have fun.
just have fun. Going back to
That's
fun.
that's Zach's thing.
Just have fun.
Just
What
have
did you
fun.
say his was? Clinic? No,
Putting them in a clinic.
having fun is
Having fun.
way more his thing. He says it all the fucking time. Just have fun. I'm just trying to have fun. Oh,
At the end of the day,
they're having
bro,
fun. They're just having fun.
Dude, at the end of the day, that's all we're trying to do. We're all just having fun.
I can see that. Like,
Why do you say this every time?
Zach's trying to
Is
like.
it not true?
It's true, but every time we bring it up, you go, at the end of the day. Every fucking time.
I got a whole script just in case someone calls me
I
out
could.
for
Zach's
it.
like a bar fight breaks out. Zach's like the one to like calm it down.
Guys,
Guys, we're all just trying to have
We're
fun.
all just trying to have fun at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you know what
I'm not saying it's true, but every time we brought it up, it's been like 3 times recently. You go, hey, well, at the end of the day, we're all just trying to have fun.
I mean, hey, I'm just spitting facts. If you guys want to listen, you guys can. All
Just
right?
does it again. I mean, hey.
At
At the end of the day,
No, sorry.
maybe having fun is our thing. Workaholics have come.
We have,
we have
fun. We're going to clip this. Everyone's going to be like, they have come. We have fun.
Coming's fun too, but
It's a devilish fun.
it's deviancy.
Yeah. Ours is a
If
clean.
that's even a fucking word, I don't know.
It sounds like a real word.
I know deviant is a word, but
Yeah.
deviancy, I don't know.
What would be the? I don't know. Maybe. Deviance.
But everybody knows what I mean. Might as well be a word.
There's certain words like that where I'm like, you get what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Come on.
I actually have something I want to talk about.
Bring
Is
it up.
Serious? Is it heavy?
It's not that serious.
Is
no.
it fun?
What's everybody saying heavy lately? Is there
I
something
just-
wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Name the movie. For real?
Williams?
You guys don't know what movie that's from?
No. What'd you say
Back
again?
to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, What's with this word heavy? Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Is that Doc?
Yeah.
Now
Doc.
that you're saying that, I can picture that.
Yeah.
I don't like making $1,200 and then only getting like $950,
Taxes.
Taxes, baby.
and then only 34 goes to my retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you can take $100 for Social Security, and you can take.
It's crazy
That
that
we're not gonna get. We're not gonna get Social Security.
I was gonna say that it's crazy that Social Security they still take so much out when there's like what a 1% chance that when we get to a retirement age we'll actually be able to get Social Security.
But no, here's $30 for your retirement. Go fuck yourself. Go actually fuck yourself.
I know, like
It makes me mad. I'm not even kidding.
it's one of those things.
Because I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, I worked fucking out the ass this week.
Yeah.
The more you make, the more they take. That's my saying. We can make that my saying.
No, for real, dude. Literally, I make the same amount. It's kind of crazy. This is kind of why I haven't worked a full 40 hours ever in my career. But no, there was one time I got 79 on the paycheck. It's because it's bi-weekly, so it's 80 hours. Got 79, and I only got like $50 more than my regular, which is between 65 and 70 hours.
Like calling out a day in the week or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. I mean, they're just going to give it to taxes. I'll just work 65 to 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make a difference in my paycheck.
Which is
Yeah, you work. Because I was looking at it, I worked like an extra 2 days or something. Those 2 days I worked, they ended up taking like, if I would have, I swear if I would have, I looked at it because I would have made the same if I didn't work those 2 days as like the last paycheck that I made. And I looked at this pay stub for that one and it was like 200, they only took out like, so they took out an extra $50 for 2 days that I worked.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What are you talking
it's
about?
ridiculous, bro.
Bro, I get an extra whole shift, which is like about roughly 200 something dollars, maybe $3, and my paycheck was only $50 more. It's like
That's what I was saying. I was like,
fuck?
bro, take out 100, take out 150. 250 is where I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing this for. It actually makes me mad because it makes me not want to work.
I'm sure I saw this video. I don't know if it's real or not. I'm sure it's not. It's on TikTok. But this dude was talking about the same thing, and he was like, you know that SpongeBob where he's like,
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, where it's like, and how many do I need to pass? It was
Okay.
Like, he had it where he had a $10,000 paycheck.
Yeah, so wait, go. I can quote the SpongeBob.
Go for it.
He's like, okay, Mrs. Puff, what's my final score? And she goes, 6. And how many do I need to pass? 600.
Yeah.
So he had that audio.
Yeah, I had that audio, and he was like, he had a $10,000 check, and then it was like 6,000 of it is going to taxes.
He had $10,000. 6,000 was going to.
So obviously, take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, I don't know what's going on, but that
Also
I
depends
don't.
on the state a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
but I don't doubt that shit happens all the time. And it's crazy that more than half of that dude is gone.
60% exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Like-
fucking insane.
That's where I'm like, it makes me want to. It doesn't make me want to, but it makes me genuinely think like, how much, like, I know homeless people don't have good lives,
Mm-hmm.
but hey, they don't have to do shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there's people that aren't homeless living off the government. I want to figure out how to do that.
Yeah. There's so many ways around.
We gotta
this
get
shit.
hit by like a city bus or something.
Start a business so we can fucking all buy F-150s for us. or
Start a
something.
business,
You know what I mean?
purposely
Tax write-off.
bankrupt
Yeah.
it, and then and then get the payout.
Yeah.
We got to make this to a point where we can do a merch store and then we can buy a Porsche as a tax write-off.
Yeah.
It's for transporting merch.
Yeah. Well, there's literally on State Street near our warehouse, there was like I want to say it was like a marketing. I never really found out what it was, but it was something like marketing. It was just a marketing firm. It's called Avant 8. It could be. Sorry if anybody knows what I'm talking about. I'm completely wrong. But all I know is they had a Porsche there that was like their company color, so it was for sure a tax write-off, and it just fucking sat there the whole time.
Yeah, there's cars. There's a lot of people get cars and then just like have them be their personal ones. There's like it's a company car.
Yep.
Because you can.
Dude, all those fucking wagons,
Oh
Benz
yeah.
wagons, those are all company write-offs.
Yeah.
Like 90% of those are company write-offs. Especially because they weigh over a ton. Because there's also some tax shit with that if you have a car that weighs over a ton.
Oh, that's money. I didn't even know that.
So, I mean, like you see those and you're like, oh, that's a nice car. They're probably rich. I mean, yeah, they probably are. But they probably didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
Ow.
And, also especially fucking trucks.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Tax write-off, 90% of the time.
everybody who owns any.
If they
type
work
of
in construction at all, it's probably a fucking write-off.
100%. Yeah, let's just make a business. Let's go bankrupt on purpose, and then let's get the government buyout.
Well, there was this
Well,
place.
before we go bankrupt, we'll buy a micro-mobility scooter company that's worth a couple $1 million. So we'll get that in the bankruptcy. Just like Bird did. Fuck yourself, Bird. I
Yeah.
hate you more than Spin.
On the record.
I'm not gonna lie. I think they would do pretty good with a small market around these parts, like.
Well, I mean, I think
Because there's been like a couple scooters down here. I've seen a couple like that came from fucking Salt Lake. People rode them all the way down here, and I was like keeping track of them for a second. And people like the very few scooters that were down here, people would like ride them to the mall, and then they'd ride them like over here to Mulligan. It would just keep going back and forth and like all around these shopping areas.
Well, South Jordan, someone from the city reached out, and that's when Glenn told me that they were thinking about opening up some over here because the city reached out, which usually we want to open up a market. It's us pursuing them the whole time. So
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if we opened up a market here soon.
which is kind of weird because it doesn't really have much of a nightlife. But I feel like it's a lot of people getting from point A to point. It'd probably be a lot more shorter rides.
A lot more children.
Yeah.
Which aren't allowed to ride them.
Yeah, you don't have to be like 16 or something.
Think about it, like in Draper, how much did we ride our scooters and bikes?
I will say
Imagine
it
having
is.
an electric scooter.
It is so like weird now to see like even like this morning when I was leaving the driveway, there's a bunch of kids on scooters and then their dad on a bike, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then I look and I'm like, they're all on electric bikes and
Yeah, so
scooters.
they're like not even actually doing
Yeah,
it.
and I'm like, I don't know. There's something so eerily like futuristic-y,
Yeah.
like I don't know. There's something weird about it. It just gives
I
me a
will
weird
say it's
feeling.
better than people riding around on like those like hoverboards that everyone loved for a
Those
couple
were
years.
low key
Those
sick
are
though.
so-
They made you look stupid. But
They were sick, but you could eat shit off so easily.
Oh
with
yeah,
those,
I
dude.
loved when they would like panic and lean to one side and they'd get stuck in the
Oh my
cyclone.
god.
That shit was awesome.
here goes this fucking Emerson Jr. whatever about to get in a fight. He's fucking up left and right.
Well, yeah,
left and
he-
center.
I remember I
Yeah.
looked over. I was in Hayden's basement doing it. Hayden Wolf. I was in his basement. And it was Jake and Hayden there, and I was on Hayden's for like the one he got first for Christmas. And I like was riding it around and everything, and I looked over at Jake and Hayden. And when I looked over, I put too much weight on this foot when I looked, and bro, the thing spun out, and I ate shit on it, and like the thing, I like fell into it right here,
Oh,
and I made the most like when you lose your breath.
yeah.
And they didn't even. Jake and Hayden were just like, "Oh hell!" They didn't even like. They weren't even like, "Oh shit, are you alright, dude?"
Went straight to mocking.
Yeah, dude. And they started laughing at the sound I made instead of fucking.
Bro, those Viners made them look so sick.
Yeah.
Like I would see them driving around, like they'd be
Dude.
like going into like restaurants with them. I'm like, dude, I want to do that.
Dude, you know what? I fully disagree. Actually, I would much rather, because it'd be funny. I would much rather see all these kids with their electric bikes riding those Segway things, those little fucking hoverboards.
hoverboards. It'd be sick.
That'd be so funny.
Was
Instead
they
they're
all-
on their like bike and
They weirdly okay. That's another thing. I don't know if it's just like a younger generation thing. All of them try to like constantly look hard as fuck, and they try to look sick as shit.
they're always
constantly.
looking at me. They're like, "Look at my bike."
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, I
like-
have a car.
It's like, dude, like I don't
Yeah.
understand. It's like an 8-year-old on a fucking electric scooter, and he's like giving me the death stare.
That's
It's like,
another
what
thing
are
that
we
Jake
doing?
hates. He could rant about. Fucking people downtown that ride bikes in the middle of the road and they like won't get out of the
Oh,
way.
fucking people who ride bikes.
Just me. You hate it too, don't you?
Well, I don't hate it as much as you. You were like actually getting steamrolled about it when it was happening, and I was riding with you. It was bad. Jake was like about to honk at him, and it was like this elderly couple riding their bikes down the street.
It's like I mean, you can use the sidewalk.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of walkers around here.
or the bike lane. I don't see the need for you.
Don't be in the middle of the fucking
That's
road.
the thing. If there's a bike lane and they're not in the bike lane and they're in the road, I fully think you should be able to hit
You're like,
them.
well, I'm going. It's speed limit's 25 in a neighborhood. I'm going 20. It's like
cool. You're not going the speed limit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me.
Do you know what my biggest issue is?
Tackle him.
yeah.
My biggest
Jesus
issue
Christ.
is when they ride in the middle of the road, and the fact that you come to a stoplight, and if you've already passed them, they always come right back up to the fucking front, and you gotta pass them again. It's like, are you fucking serious with
I
this?
hate them.
And they like do
dude.
the thing where they like get halfway, like not even halfway in front of your car, but like they're you can't just drive straight.
Yeah, you just can't just gun it, so you pass them again.
I hate when also the bike, like if they are in the bike lane, they have the entire bike lane to themselves, but instead of being like in the middle or like closer to the sidewalk, they're as close as you can be to the road with still being in the bike lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
It's-
dudes with them skinny ass wheels always do that.
Fuck those dudes. Genuinely, I've seen so many of them just like breeze past like stop signs and red lights to the point where I'm like, dude, if he would have gotten hit, I would not have felt bad because it would have been 100% his own damn fault.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing up this biker shit, recently I was deep into enemy territory on TikTok. Someone had like a bike that was tricked out with a bunch of shit saying like fuck cars and stuff like that. And I went to the comment section fully expecting this dude to get ratioed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody agreed with him. And they're like, you get hurt so many times you have to become a villain. And it's like, get the fuck off the road.
Shut
How
the
about?
fuck up, losers.
God. They
Like,
weren't made for bikes.
Yeah.
There was chariots and then there was cars. No bikes.
no one fucked with bikes, dude. I don't know.
Well, hear me out.
I'm
Hear me out.
totally, like-
I would much rather be on a nature type bike path.
Yeah.
Mountain biking,
Mountain-
bro.
mountain
Either
biking.
that, there's bike paths where you can ride along like
Jordan River Trail.
exactly.
Yeah.
Instead, people choose to breathe pollution. They
Yeah, it's like,
they choose.
why do you
They're
want to
riding
go
up
emissions.
fucking Main Street.
Yeah, why do you want
Yeah.
to go bike on Main Street, weirdo?
Yeah.
And they always like, no matter what, like they are the ones that never obey the traffic laws. God forbid you like ride a scooter up their bike lane. They're like, you're going the wrong way. It's like, dude, I hope you get hit by a car and I get to see it.
Well, and then it's like, oh, you hear like, oh, fucking biker gets hit by UTA bus. It's like, oh, I wonder how the fuck.
Yeah,
that
I wonder
happened.
how that happened because
Yeah,
it's nowhere near the bike lane.
Yeah.
Huh? Weird.
And the biker probably was just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking gun it. I'll be all right.
Yeah, also like the fucking bus had to come over to probably hit him when he was coming over to stop to like pick some people up at a bus stop, and the dude was probably just trying to fucking go, and it's like, nah, the bus has the right of way over everybody.
Yeah, over literally anything.
You know, no
And-
one ever fucking yields to it.
And
when
not to
they're coming
mention
out.
downtown Main Street, tracks.
Yeah.
There's a fucking train coming at you.
I just don't like. Okay, listen.
Like, go ride in avenues or do something, dude.
I really just don't understand when people bike downtown, just like around some blocks.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're seeing
Yo.
a bunch of like shitty same looking buildings. You're seeing a bunch of like homeless tweakers. Like, go into avenues. Go onto like a bike path.
Go
Go
to
do
Liberty
something
Park.
that's like, yeah, go to Liberty Park.
Yeah.
Go to a place that's nice to ride in if you're gonna
Yeah.
be annoying.
You know what the worst is? I don't know if you've ever seen it. 4th South.
Yeah.
Whoa. You just want to see a whole bunch of like grocery stores and shit. There's
Yeah.
no bike lane, and this is a 3, sometimes 4 lane road, 35 miles per hour. Why the fuck are you riding a bike on?
Yeah.
This is the last place you want to ride a bike.
I want to say this real quick because Mary Kate's brother does a lot of biking. This isn't towards you. I hope you know that, but it's annoying.
As you're holding the middle finger.
Yes, oh,
This isn't towards you.
you. But I can't. I don't know. They make my blood boil when I see them, especially when they have this weird ego attitude about them.
They're definitely the highest amount of points in the game of.
Oh, for
Hitting
sure.
people
Hitting
in,
people,
in
yeah.
a car, yeah.
Like, you see a group of 2 bikers, they're a couple.
Yeah.
Bro, you see
Bro.
the fucking whole, you see the whole fucking biker group. Oh, we're gonna huge ass like cloud of bikers. We're gonna take up the whole road because we're all homies and we're doing our biking thing right now.
We got together at
Dude,
6
that's like
a.m.
1,000 points. You run all of them over.
Mhm.
Yeah, 1,000. You can go cash it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't. Like, I don't know. I think I hate it. I
will
also,
say-
it's hard for me to comprehend it because I just don't really just like riding bikes.
Yeah.
Like, in my head, like, riding a bike, even if it was like, I would rather do a hike than like a nature ride. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's already hard for me
Mhm.
to wrap my head around it from one perspective, and then the other perspective is I don't like it.
Yeah.
So like,
last thing I'll say about it is I just like to clarify: the people that ride a bike out of necessity are never the problem.
never
It's the
Never.
fucking people that are
in the
road
spandex,
bikers.
dude.
Yeah.
The people in the that's my main gripe.
or just
If
having
you're-
fun.
Yeah,
You
like
know, we're just having fun.
like if you're out with with your buddy, you guys are both on a bike and you guys are just hanging out, cool, I don't care. But if you got them skinny tires and you got that fucking spandex suit and you got the water bottle beneath your dick, I already hate you. You're annoying. You have an ego and you think you look cool.
One of those helmets that like is aerodynamic.
Yeah. I don't know.
bro, he just missed another one.
Good.
37.
Oh, I thought you meant a pass.
Reichard.
This guy sucks.
What the fuck is your problem, bro?
He's gonna
He
get
won't-
dropped.
Yeah, what the fuck? 37-yard field goal and you miss it?
Sucks.
Anyways, episode flew by.
Episode
Yeah.
absolutely flew.
It
by.
does
hell.
every time it
when,
does.
when you're having fun, it flies by. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Does the like button hit up like up?
Let
though?
us know in the comments
Hit
if
up-
the subscribe button lights up and gives you that little ting-a-ding.
And notifications too.
Yeah, hit the
Did
notification
it a little
bell.
swingy? Did it swingy?
Let me know.
Subscribe.
If you ride a bike,
Subscribe as well. We
subscribe
love
as
ya.
well.
We'll talk shit on you occasionally.
It's okay. If you like fantasy football or Shane Gillis or Christmas, also subscribe.
I feel like donuts, steak, or chicken.
I don't know if we want. I don't
subscribe.
know. A lot of people hate Shane Gillis. I don't really know what happened. What?
Oh, really?
Okay, I want to. We're done.
We're
For
done.
next
We're
time.
done. For next time, maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Love you guys.
It's been
Appreciate you guys
ill-informed.
being here.
This has been us in the flesh.
My name's
This is-
Jake.
This is us been being ill-informed.
I'm Jake.
I'm Zach.
I'm Kai, and this has been ill-informed.
Goodbye. Love you.